not day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so last time I got the MB5 running, I just got it barely started, but it still wasn't running right because of a cheap carb issue. This carb is just some cheap rep carb that was like 20 bucks, and it just runs terrible. And then I discovered what looks to be a leak in the head right here because there's oil coming all out of it, and that's probably the reason for not being able to tune the carb and it just staying at high rev, is that air leak right there. So today I'm going to reseal that and put on the new pipe and new carb and some new parts because we got the new carb piece right here. Carburetor there, made in Italy. 21 mil. I think their stock like a 16 or an 18 mil. And we got the new pipe in here, the same pipe because it's like the only one that's in stock anywhere, but the packing it's terrible. There's oil just seeping out the back and there's just dents all over it. So we got the new piece. Sheesh. Look how bad that one is. That one. Alright, so we got a new rotor, just a new shiny piece. So we got brake pads front and rear, and we got a new pipe piece. So first things first, gonna reseal the top of the head and try to fix it with just some Honda Bond. I mean, if not, I'll have to get the 70cc gasket kit, but they were out when I looked the other day, so they weren't in stock. So gonna try Honda Bond first, set that back on, put the head back on, throw the exhaust on, throw the carb in. Chuck got a Sunworld carb like what I have in my stroker. 26? 26 mil. I'm running a 34 on the stroker. Sunworld. Brand new. Virgin piece. Flat slide.
It's a D slide, if anything, for being technical. But it's yeah, it's close to a flat slide.
Right now, what's on there right now?
28 Pellini.
Alright, got the pipe up. Look at it, this one's all dented up. She's used and abused, full of oil probably. Just took the head bolts out to the frame for this thing to crack off the head. Pulled the head off, gonna clean it up a bunch and then try to use some Honda Bond just in the meantime. Maybe I'll get another gasket later on, but the gasket doesn't look damaged at all. But we'll clean her all up. Alright, got her all cleaned up and then head off. Gonna throw some Honda Bond on her and see if we can't hold a seal.
People say like PHBG is like the same thing. I mean, kind of is, but then it gets
Alright, new day, straight back to work on the MB5. We got a backpack battery eliminator. I've heard a lot of back and forth on these, but I figured I'd give it a try since the one I have in there is crap anyways. So this should delete the battery, therefore control the amperage to not blow my headlight. Otherwise, there's a problem with these headlight bulbs popping on these bikes if you just delete the battery and do it like that. So this should solve that issue. So we got that to throw on. Also got the dellorto carburetor, 21 millimeter. Like I said before, wasn't able to throw it on the other night because I got busy. So we got the manifolds and the carb, and we're gonna throw that on. We resealed the head gasket because if you've been following the MB5 stuff, the last video, I got it running again since the time before. Basically, the problem was that the bike wasn't getting spark due to a wiring issue. So I was kicking it, trying to see if we were getting spark. I probably filled the cylinder up with gas. So when it finally got spark, it was a really big combustion. I'm assuming this is how it went down. Really big, blew the head gasket, and oil was coming out of the head gasket. Smoke came out. After that point, every time after that I started it, it just went to high rev no matter what I did with the carb. So I'm assuming it had an air leak, and that's why it went to straight high rev. So hopefully today we're going to solve all those issues right now when we throw on the new carb. We got the exhaust on here. I should put some WD-40 on it or something just to prevent it from rusting. That's what I've always used on raw. Also, I'm mad because I thought that Treatland forgot to throw my exhaust gasket in because it wasn't included in the box, and then I found it inside of the bag inside of the box of the carburetor. But it's okay, I reused the old one. It didn't look too damaged, so Hopefully that's good. If not, I have the new one that I can easily throw in now, so at least we know that. Also on the new one, this exhaust gasket and spring setup on the new one had like little tabs, and I just did not like the design at all. So I used the old one, which had the tabs welded to it for the spring. Probably should have got some other leads for it, but I think we'll go with what we got. See what we can do. Also wish I had some Honda Bond to throw onto here, but I don't. So hopefully these paper gaskets do the job. All right, got it all cleaned off. Gonna throw the new gasket on the new manifold. This is kind of interesting. Look at this gasket for into these reeds. How much that restricts. Like, look at that. Funky that this would restrict that much. As you can see by this outprint, the actual manifold is way bigger inlet, and then it goes to that on the gasket, and then back into a square reed. That's kind of interesting. Man, this one's gotta be cleaned and scraped like crazy, but I'm gonna do that right now. So there is a little gap in my reeds. You can't probably see it on the camera. I think I'm gonna try flipping them because I did not get new reeds, and see if I can get the top to completely sit flush. Right now there's a tiny little gap sitting on the top. No chips or anything, but there is a little gap on the sides and the top, so. All right, we got a way better seal on it, and it's just cleaned off, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw her in now. New mani piece, boys, new mani piece. Time to throw this puppy in. I got like a little, it was like a carb kit with this dellorto carb, and came with this mani too. Oh, not the malossi sticker. Destroyed her. What's up, dude? Big ol' extra piece. Look at that. I just broke this huge piece of metal off that was hanging on the inside. Gotta be careful with these parts, man. Alright, so stock, it has the needle at like the second drop. I'm probably just gonna keep it there. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw this throttle cable on, baby, and put this Dellorto, Dellorito, Del Taco carb on. Alright, carb's on there, mani's on there, fuel line's on there. I put a new fuel line after the filter. I might have to get a different line because the one I got I barely squeezed on. I don't think it was the right gauge, so we'll see how she does though. Well, with that being said, let's try to start this thing up, yeah?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah.
Shout out, Ryuk.
Yeah. What you doing? Yeah.
That new pipe sounds so much better. Wow. Be good. Oh my, I almost dropped my camera. She's running really good right now. I'm boxing the whole garage right now with some two-stroke though, so we need to get this thing cranking. Going crazy. You like the two-strokes, I know you do. I know you do. She's running real good right now. From what I can tell, it looks like the air leak is fixed. I don't see anything coming out of the head. I don't see any smoke coming out. To be honest and to be fair, the MB5 has never sounded so good. Since I had this thing, it has never sounded so good, especially on first startup. And I haven't even tuned this thing. I haven't even touched the mixture screw. I touched the idle screw right when I first started, just turned the idle rate down. But I might have to go get this thing a little test ride real quick because this thing sounds like it's liking it. So. I can't wait to start tuning this thing a little bit more, getting a little more action on her. Looks like she's leaking the bit out somewhere. That could be just what was on the motor from last time, but I will make sure to keep an eye out for it though. But I don't see any on the head surface, so Looks like that one's coming out of the exhaust. So definitely gonna throw the other exhaust gasket in. Oh yeah, definitely gonna put the other exhaust gasket in because we got oil dripping on the new pipe. Can't have that. Luckily Honda Bond is gray, like whitish on this one, so you can easily see an oil leak. But it's looking like it's sealed pretty damn good then. I did like one pull down the street, and this tire is just like completely flat, as you can tell, and it feels like maybe the front one was too. Yeah, the front one's pretty flat too. Third gear, and it was like squirrely because the tire is so flat right on the wheel. But throw some air in there, wait till tomorrow when it's some daytime and I can go out and mess around, ride around the block a little bit, tune this thing up because it's already late and I don't want to piss off some neighbors on the two-stroke piece. But boys, the MB5 is back. Still have a lot to come with this because I still have new brake pads, new rear brake for the drum, and a new rotor for the front. So still more to come with the MB5, but I'm stoked we got this much done. I'm stoked we got the new pipe on there, and way more to. And now that it's running good again, and I'm confident that I can get this thing tuned up and running really prime, I can throw the backpack in, finish up the wiring, get the seat done, and get this MB5 on its way to be like the ultimate little daily fun little piece. I know it seemed like a lot of people liked the last video on it, and there was a lot of new people that came to the channel from that, so shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys subscribe because it helps out a ton on the channel. That's all I ask. If you like the videos, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and always check out the description to help support your boys. In the description below, the website, grab yourself a MOPBOYZ sticker, and that's gonna do it, boys. I'll see you guys in the next one.